Hello, I'm Brainerd Carey, Director of Praxis Center for Aesthetics. Today I want to talk a little bit about scams for artists to be aware of. In this rampant age of scams everywhere, it's enormously important for artists, especially visual artists, but this goes for musicians and others. There's a lot of scams out there that take advantage of artists. Some of these scams maybe you have already seen. Many of them are what's called pay-to-play galleries, galleries that you have to pay to be in. They say they don't take commissions, but that doesn't really matter because they're not selling art there, they're selling wall space. So if you're asked to pay for an exhibition, no matter how prestigious it sounds, don't do it. They do this in New York. They do this in Venice during the Venice Biennial. They do this in art fairs in Berlin and LA and around the world. Do not pay to be in an art fair. Do not pay to be in an exhibition or near a major exhibition. Do not pay to be in a gallery. If you're in an art fair, it should be by invitation with a gallery that you work with, and they shouldn't be charging you to be in the art fair because they're making money off your work. And if you're in a good gallery and having a show, they shouldn't charge you because they're taking 50% of sales of your work. And that goes for being in the Venice Biennial and these shows that come up that cost thousands of dollars to be in, making you feel that you're close to something great just by paying all that money. So please do not pay for shows. And another scam that you'll see is people writing to you if you have a website and saying, my wife or husband saw your work and we love your work and would like to purchase one of your works as soon as possible. And they seem to be in a little bit of a rush. They want to overpay you for their work. And it doesn't matter that they're not in a foreign country. That's no longer the sign that it's a scam anymore. This happens locally. They'll send a shipper to pick up the work. Or in some cases, they'll use a credit card and you'll actually get money in your account. But what you don't learn until after you ship the work is that the money that's in your account was put in there through a stolen credit card, and that will be reversed within a few weeks' time. So be very wary of any kind of people who want to purchase your work online. It's usually a scam. Be sure the money is in your account, use your own shipper, and make a rule to have that money in your account for 30 days before shipping out any work. Another scam are people reaching out to you on Instagram and other places saying, be part of our magazine. We saw your work. It's amazing. You'll be in our book. You'll be in our magazine. And it costs money to be in that book and in that magazine. Do not join things like that. They're not good for your resume. They're not good for anything except their own business, which is taking your money through what I believe is a scam because it doesn't help you in your art career at all. It preys on the fact that you would like to have exhibits that you're not having at the moment. And there are more scams. There are residency scams where you pay to go to a residency that's not very good and it's in another country and you get there and it's basically a glorified Airbnb that gives you a lousy studio and no access to curators or all the things that you should have at a residency. Those are a few of the scams that I just want to mention today to be aware of. Very important because as artists, we're looking for opportunities all the time. And there are many people that are preying on that fact and taking advantage of that fact. So again, don't pay for gallery shows. Don't pay to be in an art fair or any type of art fair exhibition. Don't pay to apply to things that seem like they might be pretty prestigious, but they're all online or you've never heard of the gallery. Don't pay to be in a magazine or any kind of event that's announced on Instagram or is reaching you through email. And don't be very cautious when buying work. People want to buy your work through email. Be very cautious because unless you're holding their money for 30 days before shipping, that's also a common scam. I wish you all well in your art practice, and I hope this was helpful.